again, there aren't as many Trap Alexes that I can think of. Um, but I know that both of those I faced multiple times, and really, it was really challenging. Izetska especially, I think, is a very strong mastermind, both with infection and traps. So yeah, that's my list for Alex. And then we have Spencer. Um, for this, I've actually got four lists. So there's two lists for creature and two lists for like guns or like terminal Spencer. Um, kind of a general list and then kind of the best of those. So I'll start with creature. So on here I have SD Shogun. I think really that's kind of what he's known for is Spencer with his creatures. Really really fun to face. And also Rojas Dracul. I'm not entirely sure if that's how you say his name. Uh, he's also known as Cassian Blackcloak on YouTube. He's actually when I started playing Mastermind, trying to kind of get better at it, he was one of the channels that I actually checked out, and he had this thing called Sinister Spencer, and this was, while they were still updating the game, it was kind of anchors with like Ivy mod, a lot of spam. It was before the Raiden, so anchors were kind of more viable, and basically it was like a resource draining build. The cores were like obviously super tanky. You could kind of overwhelm people with like loads of Ivies and just creatures anchored. So yeah, that was kind of I took kind of his build. Can't remember if I think it was like Sinister Spencer 3.0 at that point. I kind of made a few changes of my own and really like that. It's not the kind of thing you can run anymore and haven't been to obviously since the final update. But yeah, he was one of the masterminds that really got me into Spencer and that. And then I've got like a best creature Spencer. So I've got Thomas Equinus on here and Sparing Pickle. I think I've only faced Pickle maybe once or twice, but I just remember like creature Spencer isn't really something to be that scared of. But I remember him just being really good at it, really crazy, kind of overwhelming you, and just being a really intense game. Thomas Equinas as well. When I faced him, it's always been great, kind of intense matches. I know that I've also faced this Daniel, and for some reason, I think there was definitely this one time where it was just really laggy, and it was kind of weird because he always would play like Creature Spencer, and I never really lagged against that. But then he played Daniel, and it was like laggy in Area 3, definitely, so I'm not sure. But my actual number one top Creature Spencer is going to be True Evil. I think it's really the only mastermind that he played seriously, and he was really good at it. Obviously, Creature Spencer isn't meta in that way, and but he was probably the best Creature Spencer I faced. So yeah, True Evil. And then for Terminal, G Money Streets. And then I think really there's two top Spencers, Terminal Spencers that I could think of. Miguelo and Wolprez. I remember facing Miguelo a lot in solo, and I don't think ever beating him. Very, very tough. And Wolprez as well is, definitely one of the best Spencers. And then that finally moves me on to Nikolai. This was a bit of a longer list. There's two of them. There's kind of general, really good Nikolais, and then there is like top Nikolais that again I think are just some of the best mastermind players going. So in the kind of general list, I've got Star, really solid Nikolai. Unfortunately, sometimes I do lag against him. It can be weird. I've had games like where I've played him like 2 or 3 times in a row. First game was fine, no problem, and then second game it's like unstable, so that's really annoying. Dom also, I think he's obviously known as a net, but he's a really good Nikolai. And Weston, again, I would say is definitely one of the. He's personally, I would say he's kind of very. He's very close to kind of reaching that top Nikolai kind of list. He's kind of definitely on the cusp there. I didn't feel he really could go into the top because that is like exceptionally good, but he's definitely one of the best of the high tier Nikolais. Ruby as well. I think when she got into Masterminds, playing Nikolai, really good for kind of how little she'd played it. And then I also want to mention someone that probably no one else would necessarily think of. Alex Racer, I actually think is a really good Nikolai. I don't think he plays much Mastermind, but when I've faced his Nikolai a few times, he's really surprised me with actually how good he is. And then going to the top Nikolais, I've got 7 on here, and I think these are all very close as being just really good. So Lin Kuei, I think is definitely on there. Dark Toxicity, I think maybe they would probably be considered the 2 best by most people. This is more. I'm kind of putting all these 7 on a list kind of together. Naked Kun, obviously an Xbox player who came over to PlayStation recently. He's very good. Pt2 is really a top Nikolai, very fast on cams, very defensive, very difficult to get time back from. I don't think he plays anymore, but he was very good. IDK and Pep and Keck. Again, I don't think either of them play anymore, but Pep and Keck I actually only faced a very few times, but it was always a really fun match. He's very good. And then the last person on that list is iCruia. I think formerly used to be called Doom 506. He's really good. He's actually done a few interesting things with Nikolai, where he actually has like imposters in his deck. He sometimes has used Umbrella Reserves as well. And I think he must use like Power Limiter because he gets Nemesis very quick. Exterminate Nemesis. So yeah, that's my list of top survivors and masterminds. I probably missed people, but if I have, I'm sorry. I tried to be as thorough, but I'm gonna have missed people, and really, there were ones that definitely had to be on here that kind of just came to my mind instantly. Just before I kind of end the video, I did want to just kind of mention people as well. I'm just going to go through a bunch of names. These are people that, either I've known for a long time, kind of from near the beginning of the game. Some people I haven't known so long. These are all people that I've voice chatted with and to varying degrees, and are all people that have helped me immensely. I know I haven't always been the easiest person to deal with in terms of my emotions and things, but these people have generally stuck by me, um, been there when I've needed them, and really just helped me a hell of a lot in making my life better when I've had issues and things going on in real life. That kind of jumping on this game and playing with these people and talking with these people has really made such a difference to me. So those people, Tacitus Kilgore, N Weston, M19, Mike, uh, you guys have been there for me a hell of a lot. And I really, really appreciate that. Jinan, J Money, Aqua, Genjai, Nika, Mendez, Mouse Evil, Brandon, Result and Mist, Duckman Sam, Natty, and Angel Neris are really just those people that I just kind of wanted to mention as being just really, really great people that have all helped me in their own way. Maybe some of them don't even realize how much they've helped me, but they have. And then I also just wanted to mention Jared James, Chris Yelvington, Ada Got Flavor, Bacon and Grits, Cody Lodi, and The Secret Ninja. Kind of when I started playing with those guys, getting in with like the alpha team and things like that, those were the guys I played with the most, talked to the most, and that was a really great kind of time on Resistance. So I really appreciate those guys, made me feel very welcome, and all great players, great people to play and talk with. And finally, probably 99% of you won't even know who this person is. Frag Soup, shout out to you. You're one of the first people I played with, maybe even the first person who I'd consider was part of my team. You weren't the first person that I played and voice chatted with, but you're probably not even going to watch this video, but you were one of the people that I really enjoyed talking to and playing with. And it was only for a couple of months, and then you kind of moved on from the game, but yeah. Okay, guys, well, that is the video. Hope you enjoyed it. It turned out a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. And yeah, thanks for watching and supporting the channel. Thank you, and I will keep uploading videos. I don't intend to stop, so please continue to enjoy it if you do, and if you don't, then I'm not sure why you're watching them, but if you want to, then you can. Alright guys, thank you very much. Bye.